Opened in 1844, housing 1,380 species and over 20,000 animals. Don't confuse this with Deer Park, which opened in 1955. West is the best because this is the original Berlin Zoo. Hey everybody, welcome to Down the Road Travel Channel. My name's Will Van Winkle. Today we're visiting West Berlin's Zoologischer Garten, not the Essen-U-Bahn station, the actual zoo. This was the original zoo in Berlin, but like a lot of things, when the wall went up, if the West had something East Berlin didn't have, or vice versa, a new one was built so that the divided city's citizens felt they were on equal footing. Also, don't confuse Deer Park, the East Zoo, with Tiergarten, a very large park near Brandenburg Gate, Potsdamer Platz area, which I believe used to be hunting grounds for Friedrich Wilhelm. Now, I have nothing against the Eastern Zoo, Deer Park. I've been there a couple times. It's an interesting zoo, but it's huge. You're not going to really get through that in one day. In fact, I think they even allow you to bring bicycles in, and it's been a long time since I've been there, but I seem to remember a 2-day ticket. So if you have the time, the Eastern Zoo is good to visit. Western Zoo is a little more compact, and it's a little bit nicer looking, I believe, in my opinion. Now, in 2017, Zoologischer Garten became the most visited zoo in Europe. What made it so popular? Well, aside from the regular animal feedings, public animal feedings, beautiful landscaping, penguin tanks that can be looked down into, and penguins bite, so don't reach in. They have good food offerings, and it's a fairly affordable pricing. Knut, the baby polar bear, happened. Suddenly, the Berlin Zoo was getting international attention. The orphan polar bear was born in December of 2006 and was the first polar bear to survive past infancy in the Berlin Zoo. Now, Knut was raised and fed mostly by hand, but sadly passed away at the age of 4 in 2011. However, he drew so much attention to the Berlin Zoo's conservation and animal breeding programs that they've been in the public's eye ever since. This was only the second zoo to be opened in Germany, with the first being Tiergarten in Hamburg-Horn. The first animals at Zoologischer Garten were donated to the zoo by none other than Friedrich Wilhelm IV, King of Prussia, and the aquarium opened in 1913. The nearby U-Bahn station opened in 1882. Later, the S-Bahn was added to that as well. Of course, like most of Berlin, the zoo did not escape unscathed from World War II. Jewish employees were forced to resign. Jewish shareholders were forced to sell stocks in 1938, and by 1939, Jewish citizens were barred from visiting the zoo altogether. In 1941, Allied bomb attacks struck the zoo, killing 30% of the animal population in less than half an hour. During the second day of bombing, the aquarium was completely destroyed. Predatory animals had to be put down for safety reasons after the Red Army began its occupation of the area. And by May of 1945, only 91 of 3,715 animals survived. Now, while this was a catastrophic event, the destruction did allow for the zoo to be completely remodeled, with habitats that more closely resembled the animals' native environments, and allowed for a great stride forward in the zoo's breeding programs. With more than 3.3 million visitors each year, this is Europe's most visited zoo and can be easily reached by U-Bahn, S-Bahn, or bus. The zoo does not have its own parking area. There is a limited parking area at the train station, but it does fill very quickly, so it is highly recommended that you use public transportation. Now, there are some parking houses close by. If you must bring your own car, there is no posted prices for these, and some of them are a block or two away from the zoo, so you may end up walking if you decide to drive. But if you have a lot of things to bring, strollers, wagons, things like that, it may be best for you to drive and use those parking garages. Animal exhibits and enclosures are designed to look and mimic the animal's natural habitat and to kind of be non-obstructive to zoo visitors. That being the case, people sometimes do dumb things. In 2004, I was visiting the zoo and the penguin tank was fairly new. Somebody stuck their finger in trying to get a penguin to come over to them. The penguin did come over to them and thought his finger was a sardine and bit him. Now, he drew blood, but it wasn't badly enough to where the guy needed stitches or anything like that. It was just a really dumb move on his part. Then in 2009, a woman jumped into the polar bear exhibit to see Knut and was mauled by the bears. Luckily, she survived, but just bear in mind that these are wild animals and will defend territory and or act on instinct. So don't take advantage of the design of the zoo at risk to yourself or the animals. Tickets for the zoo at this time are €20 for adults, $29 for a combo zoo aquarium ticket. There is a €1 discount applied if you purchase online. $9.50 for kids 4 to 15 years of age, with the combo ticket being $12.50, and a 50-cent discount is applied if purchased online. Under 4 are free, students 16 and up, and handicap rates are $12 for the zoo and $17 for the combo. No discount is available for online purchases for those. Tickets can be purchased online, in person, or at the kiosks near the zoo entrance. Annual passes are available as well. Hours for the zoo are 9 to 4:30 from January 26th through February 26th, 9 to 6 from February 27th through March 26th, 9 to 6:30 from the 27th of March through the 24th of September, 9 to 6 from the 25th of September through the 29th of October, and then back to 9 to 4:30 from the 30th of October through the 31st of December. Now, I know these hours may seem a little weird, but if you've ever lived that far north, you'll quickly recognize the hours of operation. We'll kind of go along with typical sunset times, except for the summer hours. Sun stays up until about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night in Berlin. But, you know, the animals need to be fed their regular schedules, and it's just so that the animals don't get bothered there in the summer. In the wintertime, the sun is going down fairly early, so you can't really see a whole lot. Public feedings are available, and feeding schedules are as follows: pandas 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., elephants at 11:30, chimps, orangutans, bonobos are at 1:30. Gorillas and California sea lions are at 2, and hippos are at 3:30. Now, these are the only posted public feedings. However, you may catch a glimpse of them throwing meat to lions or things like that. We did on our last trip there, and it's not posted. So check the webpage. Times are subject to change, so the webpage will give you the information for the day that you're going. Not all animals are listed, as I said. Just when you get onto the zoo's webpage, click on the small globe icon on the top right to switch from German to English. If you've enjoyed the music used in this episode, be sure to check out more on your favorite streaming service or right here on YouTube. Let me know what you think or ask any questions in the comments below, and be sure to give us a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road.
Let's hit the road.